Hello and welcome to this new exciting episode of creating dashboards in Microsoft Excel. These are financial dashboards to give you a presentation of your data for the business that you've been doing. So we're going to learn how to create these colorful and wonderfully presented interactive dashboards in Microsoft Excel. On this section on the top left, we have the name of the company. Here we have tabs where we check each and every section of the whole Excel file. If I wish to go to the data section, I'll click on data and it moves me to the sheet with the data. If I go to the cells, it gives me the sheet with the cells. If I wish to go to the shipping method, takes me to the Excel sheet with the pivot table for the shipping methods. If I want to check the sales regions, I use that. Apart from that, I have this section that shows me the sales and the trends in the sales using a bar chart. I have a donut chart here which shows me the order fulfillment rates in my company. So 96.27% are paid. These are fulfilled orders that have been paid, and 2.27 have been refunded. These are refunds that we've made to our customers because maybe the products were faulty or there's some complications in the sales process. Then 2.26% represents the orders that were not fulfilled. Here I'll have sales for the 2 years, and so in your practice you may add the number of years that you wish to add by modifying it to what suits you most. So I have sales for 2022, 2023, and the total sales for the 2 years. I have a section here that describes the company and its operation, or if it's not the company and its operation, it describes the dashboard. What does the dashboard show? I have the radial chart here that shows me the methods or the shipping methods and the percentages of the shipping methods for the goods that we sold as a company. Then this section shows me the taxes, the delivery costs, and the discounts that I've been giving. So this literally should show me the expenses that I've been having. So for the taxes that I've paid in both 2 years, the delivery cost to the customers and the discounts, then as an analyst, you may wish to compare the taxes to the sales, the delivery costs to the sales, and the discounts to the sales. This shows the geographical regions where we've sold. So this means that we've sold in America, United States of America, we've sold in Canada, we've sold in Australia, and some islands in the Pacific Ocean. Then this shows the trend in rise in taxes, trends in delivery costs, and trends in discounts. This section now gives us the slicer that we would like to switch between the various periods which will be making the sales. So if I wish to check the sales I made in January, I click on January and it gives me the sales in January. So I sold January 2022, we were not operational, so I never sold anything. But in January 2023, we sold 215,000, or let's say this is approximately 216,000 US dollars. The taxes we paid were 9,390. The delivery costs were 19,998, and the discounts were 15,000. The regions that we sold were mostly North America and Southwest Australia. So these charts give me the trends. So if I wished to look for more than 2 months or compare more than a period of more than 2 months, I'll click this section, then I'll continue clicking. Then it gives me sales for both January and February. Then when I click March, it gives me sales from January, February, and March. And all these other things change depending on the amount that we've been selling, or the operations that we've been having. So if I want to check also in October, then it will show me January, February, March, and October. So all these gives us the period that we wish to check. So if I'd like to, so this is the first quarter. After comparing the first quarter, then I would wish to check for the second quarter, which is in, yes, for April, May, and June. You can see this the sales for the second quarter. So this interactive dashboard gives you uh, trends of analysis in your business for you to make financial decisions. So we are going to create this dashboard in Excel so that we know how to navigate our business and how to create such like presentations for our business environment. If you would like to get this data and use it in following up with the tutorial, please check the link in the description below. You'll get it. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe that we may get this new exciting experience together. Welcome. This is the raw data that we're going to create this kind of dashboards. So I had that raw data, then I created these dashboards. And this data can be given by any company or any person for you to manipulate it to give meaningful information. So in the first row, we have the order ID, financial status, fulfillment status, date, sales. The sales date here, we pasted here, it is in thousands of figures. So we are going to convert it into the date format. We have sales, we have delivery cost, we have taxes, discounts. The total of sales, delivery costs, taxes, and discounts gives us the total here. Then we have the shipping method, then we have the address. So our first step is to create this, to organize this into a table. So what you do is select all, then you come to insert, then you click table. Then it has selected the region. Where is it? The region of the whole data. Then make sure you click your data has headers. Then you click OK. Then you come to rename these as Emerald. Okay, the table will be named Emerald. Then you click Enter. After that, you come to this and highlight this. Then go to Data or go to Home. Then go to More Number Formats. Click Date. So it depends on your location. You may be coming from UK, UAE, or something like that. I'll click United States of America, USA. Then the date format, I'll select it to be this way. This 14th March 2012. Let it follow that format. Then you click OK. So here we have the date. Then sales. This is in US dollars. So I'll highlight the whole of this until here. Then I'll select currency. Then it's not in Kenyan shillings, it is in US dollars. So English United States. Then you click OK. So all that is in US dollars. Okay, after formatting the currency, the next step is to scale down the shipping to about 5 shipping methods. So what I'll rename these to shipping. Then I'll create a pivot table. This I'm doing to demonstrate how to scale down this. So I'll click insert pivot table. It will appear in the new worksheet. Click OK. So what I just want is the shipping methods. So I'm going to use a formula that will scale down, and this formula is switch. So I'll click equals to, then click switch. What you want to switch is in this comma, then the value that you want to switch from from these, which is 1 to 2 day business shipping. Let me say, for example, 1 to 2 day to business day shipping. Then close the quotation marks to, you'll switch it to business shipping. So that is the first thing that you've done. Then the second value, I would have used the if function, but the if functions will have written down so many functions, and it will be difficult to follow up because there are so many shipping methods here. So if I use the if formula for all these, it will take so much time. But I'd rather use the switch function to make it easy. So once we execute this, it will check for all these. When it finds 1 to 2 day business shipping, it will rename it to business shipping. Then I click Alt, then enter. The next thing that we want to switch is this 1 to 2 day shipping. 1 to 2 day shipping. I want it to be switched to business shipping. Then you close the quotation marks, then comma, then hold Alt, then press enter. Then next is a 2 to 4 business day shipping. 2 to 4 business day shipping. You want it to be switched to business shipping. So again, I comma, then Alt, then enter. If it does not fit all these, you name it other shipping. Okay, then you close the parentheses. So this is to demonstrate an example. Then I'll click enter. Then I'll try to drag this formula for you to see what it gives you. So we did the coding for the first 3 rows. So the first row, it gives you business shipping. The second row gives you business shipping. The third row gives you business shipping. So for these other rows that do not match what we had done, it will rename it to the other shipping methods. So for the analysis of all these, I wrote down a formula, and this is the formula presented in a text file. So for me, the first cell was J2, and that is why J2, what is in J2 has to be moved either to 1 to 2 day business shipping, or from 1 to 2 day business shipping to business shipping. 1 to 2 day shipping is business shipping. 2 to 4 day shipping is business shipping, and all that. So after finishing the business shipping methods that the company uses, now we go to FedEx shipping. So all this is FedEx shipping. Rather than using FedEx ground 2 to 6 days, FedEx ground 2 to 6 days, FedEx ground 2 to 7 business days, and FedEx ground 2 to 7 business days, price subject to change. All those are shipping methods that the company uses. But I want just it to say anything that is FedEx, that is FedEx shipping. Anything that is free shipping should be free shipping, despite the variables like 3 to 7 days, 3 to 14 days, 3 to 15 days, 2 to 10 days. That is free shipping. Then after that, we go to regular shipping methods, and regular shipping is all this. All these are regular shipping methods. So regular 2 to 10 day business days, 3 to 12 business days, 3 to 7 business, all those are regular shipping. Then finally, if it does not fit any other of these formats, it will be other shipping. So this is the switch function. This is easier to use than the if function, because if function will be a very long function that you may confuse in some of the aspects. So this is what I recommend. I recommend using the switch function. I will copy this and come and paste it in this cell. I'll select this cell and copy it here or paste it here. So the entire of this is in this cell. Then I'll change this from J2 and select this so that it is F4. Then I'll click enter. Then once that is done, I'll delete this so that you can see what I'm saying. Then I'll highlight all of this here. So you find the shipping methods have been changed from this is business shipping, then DHL methods are other shipping methods. This is FedEx Express. I need to change this. I will copy this and paste it in this cell. So I'll select this cell but paste it in this section, then click paste, and I'll change the cell that we are referencing. We are referencing cell F4, then click enter. Once that is done, I'll make sure this formula is copied for the entire sections. We'll click OK, then this is done. So any other shipping method is named as other shipping. Then this is FedEx shipping, then this is free shipping, then this is regular shipping. Yeah, so these are the shipping methods. So this formula, I'll just need to paste it in this section, and I'll name this as shipping method. And click enter. Then I'll paste the formula here. Once I select this, I'll paste the formula in this section, then click paste, then change the reference cell. The cell that is being referred to is this first cell. Not headers, yeah, shipping. Then I'll click enter. So it does the work for the entire sheet or for the entire table, because it has updated the shipping methods from the first even until the last. Yeah, this is done. So what I'll do is do that, and all is highlighted. So any that is blank is named as other shipping methods. Okay, this is done. Once that is done, I'll rename this as data, company data. And we're ready to do the analysis. So this is done. Okay, then I'll delete this pivot table because it was just for demonstration. We have the company data, and what is the name of our company? Let me name it Emerald company data. Click enter, then okay. So this is okay. Something else about our data, I want to use a formula so that it is easy for the user to continue to just add up these sums. Or I'll take this plus this plus this plus the total sales. So I'll click enter, and the formula should be applied for all. So I'll double click this, then the formula applies for all. So whenever you're doing any other sums, it will automatically uh, give you the total. So for example, the next order is 34,980. Then the next is it was paid, it was fulfilled, it was 19th. Let's say this is 20th October. The cost is 125. So it already gives you the total, which is 125. Then the delivery cost was $30. Taxes were 12, and the discount was 15. Then the shipping method will select. I'll use this value. Then I shipped to Quebec. Okay, so that is what I imply. So this is order number 34,981. Once the data cleaning process is done, what you want to achieve next is the table to automatically update when you feed in any data, so that when you're doing your dashboards, the data will refresh either every 1 hour, every moment, or any time that you request it to update. So I'll get data. Yes, it will get data from the Emerald table, and it collects all the data that is in here. Then I'll click close and load to. Click this. Then what you want to do is use pivot table reports. Then I'll click pivot table reports. Where do you want it to happen? It will be in a new worksheet. Then I'll click OK. Once that is done, let me select, for example, sales. No, I'll select the date. Then I'll remove the quarters, and the year will be on this side. And that is what we have about the monthly data. So once this is done, once you've created this sample dashboard, I'll come to refresh, then I'll click down, then I'll click connection properties. After clicking connection properties, I want this to refresh every 60 minutes. So you may adjust it according to your company needs. Others need it after every 30 minutes, others after every 10 minutes. So you'll click. So for me, I'm comfortable with refreshing every hour. Then after that, I'll click refresh data also when I'm opening the file. Then I'll also enable fast data load. Then I'll click OK. So okay, this is cells. I'll rename this first to sales table, sales tables. Click enter. Then I'll need the cells for the total sales for 2022, the total sales for 2023, and the monthly sales for these periods. For example, the January for the January 2022 and 2023, February for these 2 years. So I'll need this data, and I also need this data. So what I'm going to do, Excel cannot, it's complicated to always fetch data directly from pivot tables. For example, when I want to reference this data, let's say into a text box. Let me insert a text box and let it be there. Okay. So when you're inserting data into a text box, you click the text box and click this section and click enter. Then let's say I'm fetching this data, then I'll click enter. Now it will tell you the formula is missing and the range references are or a defined name. So that just means that you cannot fetch directly from uh, from the pivots table. Rather, what you do is fetch from, let's say if we are fetching from here, click enter, then you fetch from here. Next, then you fetch from here. The next is fetch from here. Then let me do all this so that you get to understand. So I'll click insert, then name the months from January to December. Then I'll continue fetching this. So let me fast track this so that I'll show you when I'm done fetching all the data from the pivot table. So if I want to fetch data from this table, I'll click on this text section and click, for example, I want February. Find now we get data for February. Otherwise, fetching data directly from the pivot table can be somewhat complicated. So I'll also use this. Oh, let me sorry. I'll use currency and exactly use the US dollar, English United States US dollar, and click OK. There we have it. So we have this year, bold. Let me just make this bold so that you understand. So this is this plus this. Okay, we have it. Okay, after getting this data, we may decide to create the line chart. You click insert, line chart, and I'll choose this format. And that is how our line chart will look. We'll edit it later. Or we may decide to insert a chart. The good thing is once this will be dynamic, it will be interactive and dynamic. It will have changes. The other option is to click to create a line chart. Then what we'll do, we'll also select select data. Then I'll click the series name will be 2022, and the series values, I'll click this or I'll select this, then click OK. Then I'll add the series name is 2023. Then the series values are these. Then click OK. Then I'll edit the months to this. Then click OK. Then OK. So that is how it looks like when I use these two formulas to get the data. I can also change the chart format. For example, I'll select the chart format to, I'll change this, the chart type to change chart type to a bar chart. Okay, so that is a bar chart. Then I'll double click this and change categories in reverse order so that it starts from January to December. Let me move this down. or let me change the chart title to sales. You may remove this because I want it to be a very, very small chart that will fit in a section. So what we'll do is change the chart title to sales. Click enter. So this is a summary of the sales that we have, and we'll make subsequent changes as we continue editing. So we may decide to have this or this. For example, now I may decide to change or format this. Go to chart options, and we don't want to change the size, so I'll click properties and don't move size with the cells, so that this will just remain the same size that we'll select for it. Let's say, for example, we want it to be that way, then that's how it will look like. Then fill the chart area, and we may decide on a gradient fill and change this to, we're going to use this navy blue pattern and couple it up with this. Then I'll remove this and select radio, then keep adjusting until it fits what we need. Then change the font color to white and change this font type to California. Okay, I'll remove the grid lines. Similar to this, we may edit to gradient fill and change the font color to white, and just let's have it that way. Then go to these, remove the boring colors and change them to gradient fill. Then select want this to be red, and we want it to be coupled with a different color, let's say purple, and see how it looks, or blue. Okay, then this, let's get off these boring colors and use gradient fill and change this from this to navy blue and yellow. Okay, okay, let's have them that way. So we are almost complete with the cells, so I'll come to this and rename it, our company is Emerald, emerald dashboard. Then this will be the first sheet. I'll just drag it to the first sheet. Then come in this section and change the color to black. So first, what I'll view, I'll remove the grid lines, then change these to select all and change them to black. So our sheet will be black. So for example, if I want to, what I've done is the sales data, I'll just copy this and come and paste it here for now, because I'll come and format it later and click this section will be let me adjust this to California format. Okay, so I'm done with this. I'll come back to format it later. Next is conduct this uh, analysis for all these other variables that we have here, which are financial status, fulfillment status, the date, and all these others. So what I'm interested in from the cells, we need to have also from these cells we can check whether the fulfillment status of the what you have. So I'll copy this and just paste it here so that we can do the fulfillment status. So in this section, I'll let me close this and select this so that it gives me this pivot table, and I'll click on fulfillment status. Yes, that's how we do this. So in this financial status, we have that which is paid, that which is partially refunded, that which is pending, and that which is refunded. So all this, the total is 12,884 for those 2 years. What I want is to represent it as a percentage, so I'll click this and click value field settings, then show values as a percentage of grand total, then click OK. So for 2022, percentage of this grand total, or let's say for our sales, but that which has been paid is 96%, that which is partially refunded is 1.3%, that which is pending is 1%, and that which is refunded is 2.23%. Similarly, we want to find the fulfillment status. So I'll move this financial status this side and bring, oh sorry, let me undo that. So what I'll do is copy this and paste it here. And what I'm interested in is, I'm sorry for that. Let me paste it in this section. So I'll select the fulfillment status. Similarly, we have 96% of the orders fulfilled. We have 1% partially fulfilled. This is count of fulfillment. So we have count of fulfillment, we have fulfilled, partially fulfilled, restocked, and unfulfilled. So this is the data we need right now, and we are good to go. So the next is conducting the subsequent analysis, which I will demonstrate. Uh, it is the analysis for we are done with financial status, fulfillment status, the sales. Now we're going to do for delivery costs, taxes, discounts, and shipping and address. So I'll come to the sales table. What I'll do is just copy this table the way that it is, copy, and I'll paste it in a new sheet. So I'll name this, we want to do the analysis for taxes, discounts, and delivery costs. So I'll rename this to taxes, discounts, delivery costs. Then I'll click enter. So what I'll do is move sum of sales from here. Then I'll select delivery costs. And there we have it. Similarly, I'll copy this and paste it here. And do the analysis for discounts. Then I'll copy this and do the analysis for we have now we have the delivery cost, we have the taxes, and we have discounts. The next step is to do the analysis for the shipping methods and the addresses. So I'll copy this table and paste it here. Then I'll say these are addresses for their sales regions. So for the addresses, I don't have to select the year, I'll just count the number of addresses I've sold to. So what I'll do first is select this data. I'll copy it and paste it here. Once I paste it as values, I will plot a map chart, and I'll insert a map chart. So this, insert a map chart. So once that is done, because you cannot directly plot a map chart from the pivot table, then I will select data and change these. Okay, I will add, and what I'll add is I'll just say sales regions, then select the series values and select this and click OK. Then I'll edit the regions. Cancel. Then I'll click remove this, then edit regions, and click OK. Then click OK. Let's see what we get. Yes, this is what we get for the map chart. Once that is done, there are some things that we'll do. Then I'll not want this to change, so I'll click don't move with size of the cells. Then I'll select only regions with data. Let me do some formatting here. Okay, let me format the chart area. Yes, then the map projection is let me have that first. Chart area, only regions with data. Then map labels, best fit only. Then map projection. There are various map projections that we have. Can have that. We can have Miller. Then we can have Mercator. Then we can have automatic. Okay, once we have this map, I'll double click this to get the series option on format data series. Then I'll select the colors. In fact, I'll select 3 diverging colors and select the map projection. I want it to be, if it's Robinson, that's the way to look. If it's Miller, that's the way to look. No, I want it to look like Mercato. Okay, that's the presentation that I love best. Then I want to remove these boring dark colors to the dark blue color and these, and the region with no data will be, let's say this. So that is how I want it to resemble. Then let me double click again. Then I may select a number that I want, or I may select a middle value, but I'll leave it to the middle value. Then change these to this green. Does it look nice, really? Okay, so this chart area, okay, let's have it that way. Then this has yes, let's have these color combinations for now, but we'll change them later. Okay, so this is what we have for the let's say these are sales regions. Sorry for not labeling these. These are the sales regions. Next. Okay, once we have this, the next is the shipping methods. So I'll copy this still and click on the shipping methods. So I'll label these shipping methods. Then I'll paste it here. Then for the shipping methods, I will change from sum of cells to shipping methods and remove this and remove use shipping methods here. Okay. Oh no, sorry. I need shipping method. Yeah. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shipping methods. So what I'll do is insert a radio chart. Then I'll insert. Let me select this first. Then insert, and I'll select this radio chart and click OK. So this is what we have. Then I'll remove all buttons, and I want this to be expressed as a percentage. So value field settings and show values as percentage of grand total, and click OK. So that is what we have. And I'm going to do some adjustments to this. I'll remove the legend. Then I may decide to remove what I'll do is select data labels, but yeah, I want it to be presented so that for regular shipping it is 25.96%. For business shipping, you understand that it is 7%. It is 2.3% for FedEx. It is 54% for free shipping, and other shipping methods it is 10%. Yeah, this is how I want it to look like. So I may decide to design this so that it looks better. Okay, but I still remove the grid lines. No, the axis. Okay, so that is how it looks. Then format this to be California FB. Yeah, this is how I want the shipping methods to resemble. So it is 25.9% for regular shipping, 7% for that, 2.3% for that, 10% for other shipping, and 54% for free shipping methods. Okay, we have completed all this. Now let's take a break and we'll be back now to start creating the dashboard to design it to look beautiful and wonderful. Welcome back. After conducting the analysis, we're now going to design this dashboard. I'm going first to insert the text for the name of the dashboard. Sorry, I'll come to home, then insert, then I'll select shapes and select this shape, go it here and write the name Emerald Ink. Then the next is change the font and the size. Change this color to let's use this color. Then I'll copy this and paste it here. Before that, I'll select another shape and this I'll use this color. In this section, I'm going to insert. Or what I'm going to do next is to bring this to front. Okay. Then I'm going to rename these to various sheets that are on this paper. For example, the first is cells. And reduce this font size to 20. So what I'm going to do is make sure this is has no fill, and I'll place it here. Then the next is shipping methods, sales regions, taxes, discounts, and delivery costs, and the Emerald company data. Sorry for this spelling error. Okay, once you have that, I'll copy this and paste it here. This I'll name it to shipping methods. I'll name this to sales regions or just regions. And I'll name this to taxes, and costs. I'll name this to data. Okay, then I'll remove this and this for now. So what I'm going to do is select this and hold Control and select this, then go to shape format and align to top. Then the height, I want the height to be same. Okay, then the width for this, I want it to be enough to accommodate this. So I'm going to select this and this I'm sorry for that. I'm going to move this here so that I can only do the analysis for this. Now align these, select this, and this. I'm going to change the font size to 16 or 14 will be good, and align them to top. Shape format, align top. Then what I'm going to do is next is change these sizes to fit what is needed. So I'll reselect these and align them there. Yeah, they look nice. And next is okay, I'll move this to here. No, I've not finished aligning this. Select this again, click shape format, align to top. Next is distribute horizontally, so there's equal spacing between each of the tabs, and move this here, and select this and align it with this. Again we align top. Okay, and after that you adjust the size. I can also adjust the size of this if I need to. So home, then I'll reduce the font size to 32. Then I'll see if this can be the same size as this. So I'll select that in this and click shape format, then adjust the height. Okay, this looks great because they are of the same size. Next is to group these together. So I'll hold all of them, then right click and click group, or I can do that and click group, but I can also do this and click group. So I select this in particular, then what I'll do is link and use place in this document, and I'll link it to sales tables. Then the screen tip, I'll say this is sales. Then yeah, I've linked it to sales tables, and I'll click OK. So when I click this, it takes me to the sales tables. When I hover about it, it gives me a hint that it is sales. Going to shipping method, then I'll also link this. Then I'll link it to shipping method. The screen tip is shipping. Then I'll click OK. So if I want to go to the shipping method, I just click this and it takes me to the shipping method. So I'll find business shipping, FedEx shipping, free shipping, other shipping, and regular shipping. Next is regions. Then I'll link it to our sales regions screen tip. I'll click geographical regions. Geographical locations and click OK. Then I'll click OK. So when I hover about this, it shows me that it takes me to the geographical locations. I'll click, it brings me here. Then going to taxes and costs, I'll link these to taxes, discounts, and delivery costs. Then click OK. Then click OK. So when I click this, it takes me to this table. Next is final is the company data or the raw data. So I link and click this, and so I'll say is table data. Then click OK and click OK. So when I hover about this, it takes me to table stack. Once this is done, I can copy the entire of this and paste it in these other sections. So for example, I can paste it in this. I'll move this down, then paste this here. Once I'm here, if I want to go to taxes, when I click this, it takes me here. So you find that this works for all. So I'll reduce this size so that I can paste this here. Once that is done, I can navigate through the entire sheet using this tab. So if I want to go to sales, I want to go to shipping methods, I want to go to regions, I want to go to taxes and costs, I want to go to data. Yes. And one thing I've missed is home. I think I missed that, and I'll have to adjust these and include a tab for home. So what I'll do is ungroup this and I'll copy this and paste it here. I'll link this to Emerald dashboard, and the screen tip is dashboard home. Then click OK, click OK. Align this to top and distribute evenly. Distribute horizontally and try to fit this here. Okay, once that is done, I'll also select this and distribute it horizontal. Okay, align it to top. Once they are aligned to top, I want to group all these, so I'll left click this, but using this I'll right click them. Right click these, then click group. Once that is grouped, now if I want to go home, I come here. I want to go to sales. So what I'm going to do is delete this and copy this, Ctrl C, and paste it in these other sections, Ctrl V. Okay, that fits there perfectly. This is sales tables. Let me go to the shipping methods and adjust these. Going to regions, I'll select these and paste the new. Going to taxes and delivery costs, delete these and paste the new. Oh. Coming to the company data, you select this, remove it, and paste the new navigation bar. If I want to go to back home, I click this and it takes me back to the home tab or the home sheet, so I can always navigate these going to wherever I want because I have linked all these and I can paste it in any section and go back home. Okay, let's create some line graphs for all these variables, and I'll click insert line graphs, and this is the first line graph that I like to plot, and select data. So I'll add series name is 2022, series values are this, and click OK. Then add series name is 2023, and the series values are these, and I'll click OK. Then I'll edit the label January to December, then click OK, then click OK. Then I'll have the chart title, which is delivery costs. On the size properties, I'll click don't move size with cells. Then on these points, I may select gradient line and select the gradient to, let's say we select this color, and no, that is not a good okay, let me remove these. For here it may not be seen, but I'll demonstrate something and remove the grid lines. So if I copy this and paste it home, then change this to fill, I'll select no fill. So that's how our delivery costs will look like, and change California FP, the words to be in white. Okay, so right now I'll have the border. Going back to this, then I'll copy this, Ctrl C, and paste it here, and paste it again. So I'll move this here, and just delete. Oh, sorry, Ctrl Z. I don't want to delete that. Then I'll change. I'll select the data, and edit series name. I'll name this. Then series values. And click OK. Okay, remove everything here because it seems confusing. Series name 2022. Then series values, I'll select these and click OK. Then add series name 2023. Series values, select these, click OK. Then edit these. So start from January to December. Click OK. Click OK. Then I'll change this format to gradient line. Okay, let me use solid line for all. So the solid line, I want it to be, I'll use this, and for this I'll use solid line, and I'll use this color. Let me use simple design. Okay, so we have the delivery costs. No, these are taxes. And I'll have the legend at the bottom. I'll have the legends to be at the bottom. Then I'll remove the grid lines. Next is the discounts. I'll select data and change the data. I'll remove this, and add. Series name is 2022. Series values from January to December. Click OK. Then add series name 2023. Series values are these. OK. Then edit from January to December. click OK, click OK, then I'll select this design but also edit it. First I want to show the legend, but I want it to appear at the bottom. So next is we'll edit these all of them later. So the next is yeah, that is done for now. So what I'm going to do is remove the grid lines. Similarly, remove the grid lines here. Okay, then copy all of these three graphs, Control C, then move to home. I'll remove this and paste all these three here. They'll appear in this section. So I'll click Format Shape and I want them to be 5 by 12.5. Then let me move them closer to each other. Once that is done, I'll select all of them again and click Shape Format, and I'll align to top and also distribute horizontally. Once that is done, I'll also click select them again. Sorry for deselecting them. Then no, this has to be done one by one. California FB, and the font size I'll select 8. Select again California FB, font size is 8. Okay, that's for taxes, discounts, and delivery costs. Next, we're going to have our map chart here, and our radial chart will be here, and our map chart will be here. So we'll go to regions and copy this and paste it here. So I'll select no fill. Now let me have the border so that I'll be seeing it. I'll make the changes later. Then next is the shipping methods. Copy this and paste it here. Then also for this, I'll select no fill for now, but I'll edit it later. I want this to be same size, so I'll select height. 10 will be good. Okay, we select them and align to top. Okay, good, we have those. Then next we're going to put here the sales data. So what I'm going to do is get to the sales section and try to create a donut chart, a progressive donut chart here. So I'll select these. No, let me create the donut chart first. Insert this donut chart, and what I'll do next is select data. I'll do click add. Series name is sales, and series values are this. Okay, when we have all these, we find that we have all that is needed. However, I only want to display those cells that have been paid. So I will not select all these where there's paid, there's partially refunded, there's pending, and there's refunded. So what I'm going to do is get pivot data from this section and I'll click enter here, then make it equals to this. Then the next data is this, which is equals to this minus this. Then I'll click enter. So I'm going to select only these two. So I'll click insert. Okay, we have this, and I'll click insert data. Select data and add, and series name is sales. Then the series values are these. Then I'll click OK. Then I'll leave it there. So what I'm going to do is remove the legend. So we have only sales which represents what has been sold. Then I'll present these as percentages. So I'll come to home and click let them be percentages. Two decimal places is good. Okay, that is good. Then I'll edit this chart to be wonderful. So the donut explosion is let me get it back to 0. Then angle first slice is okay. Then donut hole size, let me decrease the hole size to 65%. Then I'll click this, then select this and select no fill. Then this I can edit. I double click this, then double click again so that we select only this blue part and select gradient fill. Remove this and this so that you have only two sections. and I'll select the colors that we want. First color is this, the second color is this, and I'll make it radio. Then okay, let it be there. Then border, okay, let it be there. Then next is select the border. On the dash type, I'll select no, on the cap type, this also I want it to be this, and this I want it to be this. Then I'll remove this so that they are somewhat resembling. Then okay, sorry for letting that go. I'll come back. Let's make it 3. For that, let me choose red so that it is red and yellow, because we have some components of yellow. No, this yellow is not good. It is red, and let me select this and change it to purple. You see how it looks here. That one looks better. Copy this and paste it to the home dashboard so that we may edit it further here to look like what we want to present. Let me format this shape to the size will be 10 by 10. So next is make sure that it has no fill. Oh, sorry, there's something here that we need to edit and remove the border, and let's select no line. Oh, okay. So we need our presentation to look similar to this. So I'll start editing it to make it more presentable like this so that it gives that visual appeal that your dashboard looks nice. So let me start with this color so that it is let me start editing these texts and insert them here. So first I'll remove this border. It will have no line. Click here. Next I'm going to fetch data from the sales section, and I'll use this. I'll use those that have been refunded. Yeah, those that have been refunded and those that have been unfulfilled in this. So next I'm going to refunded is 3.55%, then unfulfilled is 2.23%. So these I'll convert to a percentage and make it that's okay. So these are what we need. So next I'm going to come to this dashboard and insert a text box. So first I'll enter in the percentages that we need. The cells are this, then I'll click enter. Coming back here, so 96.45%. Then I'll insert another text box in this section and type fulfilled. So 96.45% have been fulfilled. Then I'll select these and these. Sorry, I'll select these and these, and change the font to white, and okay, let me change this font to white also. Then once this is done, I'll select these and select no fill, and I'll select this, now this, and select no fill. Once that is done, then I'll select this and these. Okay, what I'll do, I'll edit them one by one and select these to be California FB and increase the font size to 18, similar to this. Once that is done, next I'll edit this and make it that way. Change the font to California FB. Change the font size to let me select 28. Then select shape format. I'll select align to the center. Also align to the middle. No. Once it's that way, I'll select no lines. Then we have 96% fulfilled. Once that is done, I'd like to insert two more text boxes. So I'll select this and this, and I'll copy, then I'll paste them. The first pasting I'll paste here, then the second pasting I'll paste here. Let me move this to this side and also move this to here. I'll format them later. Then these I want to change to unfulfilled. Then I'll edit these to I'll group these two. Then also this the font. Font size is 20 and this the font size is 16, so I'll change this font size to be 16. Then these I'll give it the name refunded. So the orders which were refunded are 3.55%. Then I'll change this to white and edit this to California and increase the size to 20. Then I'll make it bold and resize this. So I'll make sure this okay, and these I'll group them. Okay, I've made the right grouping. So okay, we have that. Let me start formatting these so that they appear presentable. And I'll come to gradient fill. Similar to these, I want them to be, I'll make it radial and make it this way. Okay. Again, select shape format and select group. No, not group. Align to top and distribute evenly. Distribute horizontally. Okay, thus we have it. Then next we're going to fit these two to this section so that what first I'm going to do is align this with this. So I'll click shape format, then align right. Okay, then also select I'll also select these, then I'll align right so that they appear. There's enough space in this section. Once that is done, I want to increase the size of this to fit this section, and I'll just click shape format and increase the size to 11.5 by 11.5. Then select these and these and shape format align to the right. Okay, in these I'll also make it 11.5 by 11.5. And select this and align it to top. Okay, good. We've made nice progress. Then I'll select these and these, and oh, we select one by one. Let's work on these and select gradient fill. Then okay, then select these also and select gradient fill. There you have it. So this section I'll insert a text box to explain what this is, and I'll click insert text box and just give some few details regarding this. This is a dashboard. these, we may select the border will have no line and will have no fill. We're almost there. Now I need to create a slicer for each of these. Uh, I'll just create a slicer so that it will be easy for you to navigate between the year and the months that we want to see for these dashboards. So that will be done in the next section. Welcome back. So I'll remove the legend and also remove the borderline. Same to this, I'll remove the borderline. Let's create some slices for our dashboard. So I'll go to sales table and select this pivot table. Then I'll click slicer. I want a slicer that gives me date. Only one slicer is enough. And click OK. Then we have here even for data that is before 21st February 2022 and beyond 21st October 2022. Okay, that's what you have. So once I have these, I'll design this slicer so that I can have more than two. Let me have 12 columns and reduce the size to this. Once that is done, I'll copy this. No, I'll cut it and paste it to the home tab. You notice this is a very boring outline of a slicer, so we want to design this slicer to reflect some aesthetics of this dashboard. So first I'll go to slicer, I'll select slicer, then move to the slicer, then I'll click a new design. For example, this is this, then I'll just right click and click duplicate. Once it's duplicated, I'll name it dates and click OK. So I have it that way. So this is the slicer I have for date. So I'll modify this, then click this, then click OK. Oh, sorry. So I'll click this and modify and go to the whole slicer and click format. For the whole slicer, I need the border to be, I'll use the default border this line, then I'll click the color to be red, then fill it with I want it to be same to the background, so I'll fill the background with black and click OK and click select this. Okay, that is done. Then I'll click OK. Oh, there are no changes, so I'll go back here and click that so that it reflects this design. So once I click this, then I'll go to modify. Then I want to modify the header, then click format. I want the font to be California. I want the font color to be white. Then the border, I want it to be this way, and the color will be red. Then I want to fill it with no color. Then I'll click OK. Then click OK so that I can see the changes that have been implemented. Oh, not complete changes have been implemented, but I'll go back to the design and click modify. So going back to header and click format, and border, I'll click red and I'll select this, and I'll click it to have an outline. Okay, then click OK, then click OK to see if the changes have been implemented. Yeah, they've been implemented. I'll select this and go back to this and click modify. I want to modify the whole slicer, and I'll click format. I'll also select these and have an outline, but the color I want it to be red. So I'll click OK to see the changes that have been implemented, then click OK. No, the changes have not been implemented. I'll go back to design, modify, all slicer, format, border, then I'll click this, click this color, click yeah, once I click that and select this and select the color to be red, I'll click OK. Let me change this font to California. Then click OK, then click OK. Yeah, you see the changes have been seen. So the border is red, and now what remains is adjusting these items with data and the items without data. So going back to a slicer, then make the changes, modify. So selected item with data, I'll modify that. I'll want the border to be a color that is appealing, so I'll select maybe this color. Then I'll want the it will be outlined that way. So oh sorry, I've not finished formatting it. Fill, I'll select gradient fill effects, and I'll click the first color will be red and navy blue. I want it to be diagonal from corner, and I want it to look this way. Then click OK. Then click OK, so we can check how that looks. Okay, it looks nice, but I'll go back and make some changes. I want this font to be white. Unfortunately, for the slicer design, you have to check the changes one by one. Then select selected item with data. I'll change this color to white and check the changes. Yeah, we have the changes. So that's what we'll keep doing. So we notice that when I hover over this, the colors are still done. So I'll go back and keep redesigning until it suits my preference. Selected item with no data, modify. I want the font will still be that, the color will be that, and click OK. Oh, so keep formatting. Border, I want the border to be, want the color of the border to be somewhat this, and select that and fill it with the pattern color or the fill effects. I want them to look nice, so I select this green and this yellow, so that there is green, yellow. That color is boring. Look into the yellow is boring, so let me try blue and green. Yeah, this looks nice, so let me select that. So that is a selected item with no data. For example, click OK. Then I want January. Yeah, January has data, so I'll demonstrate that later when I try to show for the years. And some years don't have data. So once I'm done with that, I'll continue designing, modify. Next is unselected item with data, format, fill effects. So these ones, I'll select this purple color and this red color. No, purple and red have already been selected, so I'll select these and so once January has data, you can see the changes in this that have not been selected. So that's what I imply. So when I want now, what next is to select this item that being forward to. So modify. So we're going to change this forward item with selected data format and click automatic, which is white, and it will have an outline that will look like this, and the color will be, let me select red. Okay, then fill effects is change this to okay, this pattern. Okay, let me use this pattern and select this. Okay, then click OK. Then hover, select the item with no data. Just select this color. Hover and select the item with data. With data, I'll select red. I'll select this. I'll select this. I'll click fill. I'll also use some fill effects that are pleasing. So for example, I'll use this and this, so that we have some vertical. This, click OK, then click OK. Then over select item with no data, then select some of these wonderful colors and use green and use from corner, then select this, click OK. Keep changing, keep adjusting until you find that pattern that pleases you. Okay, then click OK. So when you hover this, you see there are some beautiful design and changes that look appealing. So if you want to select, let's say for example, in this section, you want to select for the first quarter, and you find we have these wonderful graphics that are presented here. So that's for January. We'd like to select for February too, and March. So that's what we have, and the changes are being seen here alone. Something else we've not done is report connections, and we'd like these to be connected to all the pivot tables that are here so that the changes can be seen in all the graphs. So I'll click OK. So this is for all the selected data for all the years. So I want to pick for only January. I'll click January, then I'll click this so that I progress with February and March to see data for that quarter. So these are the changes that we imply. Now let's insert some figures into this. We're going to insert the sales values, the discounts, taxes, and so that we can see them in numbers on this dashboard. So in my previous design, I put them at this section and also at this section, but I want them to appear in this section so that we can all see them clearly. So what I'll do is move this to this section and okay, sorry, I'll move this and this. I'll move them down to this section. Then I'll click this and click shape format and align to the right, align to the left. Okay, next I'm going to move this and this and this and this, move them a little lower, and make sure that this is elongated so that you can get the right information. Okay, then adjust this to align to the right. Okay, then move this to that and select this and align it to the top. Once that is done, I'll move this here so that we have the information that we need about the dashboard, and move this a little bit further to the right and select this and move it here so that it is more appealing home. Then click increase the font size to, I'll want to increase it to 16. Move it a little lower. Then select this and these and align shape format, align to top. Okay, once we have that, I wish to have this border the color of the solid line. I'll select that. Okay, then I'll try to reshape it. Okay, so once that is done, or let me change the line to this color, this blue color. Okay, that matches these others. So next is select these and also select these, then align to top. Okay, once that is done, I like some of the sales information to appear in this section. So what I'll do is move these two graphs to this section, and I'll click shape format and increase them to 12. At 12.5 is nice, also 12.5. That's nice. And move these to this section. What I'll do next is try to move these here and format this shape, align to top, then align these to select these and align line to the right. Let me create more space here and move this here and move these two to this section. Okay, next is move these to this section. The height is 5 by 12.58. Same to this, I'll move the height to 5. 12.6. Okay, so let me format this to have borderline, no borderline, and yeah, let it be that way. Then I'll format the graphs later. Next is feed in some information in this section that is crucial to this company. So I'll insert I'll insert these in this section. So I'm going to select let me start with this color and move to this color, red, and select this color, navy blue. Then I'll select the direction to be this, and yeah, this is what we have. Now I'll select the solid line and select the color to let me select red, so it will have this nice outline. Once I have that nice outline, I'll insert some text boxes and name these as cells. The next text box is a so I want to delete this. And type in here cells and click this and change the fonts to California and this to let's have 24. Reduce the size and this. And duplicate this. Let me do this first. Okay, once I have this, I'll duplicate these for various years. Control C, then Control V, Control V, Control V. This is 2022. And this is 2023. Align to the left. Good. Once I have that, now I insert some text boxes. Let's have that first, then check on the sales table. So come to this section and type in sales. 2022 is this. 2023 is this. Then I'll just type in here for reference. Then I'll make these be in the US dollar currency. Okay, once I have that, now I can feed information into the text box. Some changes, I'll do these and put these here. Didn't know I had two of those, so change the font to 20 shape format and reduce this. Okay, let's have this here because it will be used for another task. Next, I'm going to feed in information 2022. So I'll click this and click enter or equal sign. Then go to the sales section, sales table, and select 2022 and click enter. Then duplicate this, Ctrl C and Ctrl V. So for 2023, I'll enter in these and click enter. Then for 2024, or for the total sales, I'll select this and click enter. So we have the sales for the periods that we need to check. And now adjust these to these and these to California. And increase the font size to what is best. Then come to shape format and increase the size to 'Yeah, that is nice. So I'll move this a little bit to the left and move this here, similar to this. Then have these here. Then move these a little bit to the left. Then move these a little bit to the right. Then move this a little bit to the right. Then do some shape formatting here. Distribute horizontally, similar to this. We'll also distribute horizontally. Then after that, I'll move these down. Oh, sorry, I've messed up the distributions, but I'll correct that later. So select this again and shape format, align to top, and also distribute horizontally. Once that is done, oh sorry, I'll design these also. What I want is to have no fill and change the font color to white. Then what I'll select border, I'll select it to be red so that it looks nice. I'll draw some lines with that shapes and select this line and draw some line, vertical lines that run from top to bottom. I will copy this and paste 1, 2. Those are enough. Then I'll fit this here and I'll fit this here. And also paste the final line that I want it to be perfectly horizontal. So I'll bring this here and try to fit it in here. Then I'll color all these to nice colors. So let's say, for example, I'd like to check the sales for January. In 2022, I didn't have sales for January, so I'll get only sales for 2023 January and the total. If I want to take the sales for May, I'll see the sales for May 2022, May 2023, and the total sales for those 2 years. So this is what I'd like to be comparing. So if I want to check sales for both January and February, oh sorry, this deselects other months. So if I want to check sales for January, and also I'll click this, then check for the first quarter. So the first quarter in 2022 we made sales of 39,000, but in the first quarter of 2023 we made sales of 341,000. That shows that there's an improvement in the company. So that is nice. So next we're going to see the taxes and other things that we want to see while operating this dashboard. I'll not write a name here, but what I'll do is make this huge so that it's easy to see some of things that we're talking about. Then I'll say I'll change the color, the shape format, and have a solid color, and let the color be this. Let's just have this color for a beginning. No, sorry, I did the line. Solid fill, and the color will be this. So let's have this for a beginning, then I'll adjust the colors depending on how it will be, how wonderful it will be, or I can decide to use this to fill it here so that it is easy to see all these nicely. So I can select these, select these, select these, select these, these, then select the lines one by one. Oh sorry, then select these. Then I'll do is a group. So if I want to move this, I'll move them all at once. So there we have it. Next, I want to show here the taxes and delivery costs for our company. So what I'm going to do is insert a shape, and I'll select this shape and do this here. Insert some lines. But I'll change the color of this. Let's have no, that color is not presentable, it's not nice. Oh, format shape, solid fill. Let's start with this color. Then this line, I'll change it to a red line. Okay, this looks nice. Then I'll make sure it's vertical. Control C, Control V, no, and do this. I'd like the color to be red. And after that, now I can paste. This takes patience, so just be patient and your work will be nice. So I'll do that and also copy this and paste it. So let me align these shapes to the left. Then also let me distribute them vertically. This also, let me align them, align top, then distribute them horizontally. Okay, once I have that, now I can insert some beautiful things here. So I'll copy this and paste and bring it here. So I'll adjust the height to 0.8 and the width to 2.5. Let me see if it fits in here. So this is total. This is 20. 2023. 2022. Align top, distribute horizontally. Okay, then something else. Now I have to feed in information in these boxes, and this I'll copy this, Ctrl C, and I'll paste it here. Ctrl V, 1, 2, 3, and put this here. So these are delivery costs. These are discounts, and these are taxes. So again, I'll select this and come to home and change the font size to 'So I'll select this and change the font size to 12. Yeah, 12. This will have a smaller font size to fit in here. Align this to the right. Then home and I'll select this. Then I'll select no line and fill no fill. So that will look that way. So we'll have delivery cost, discounts, and taxes. So I want to insert text boxes to have this information. So I insert and select this and select a highlighted text box here. So what I'll do, I'll check the delivery costs. So to 2022 is this, 2023 is this, and the total for the 2 years is this. Then change this to currencies. So these are taxes. These are discounts. So we're going to feed in the delivery cost for 2022 was this amount, and click enter. Then the delivery cost for 2023 was this amount, click enter. Then the total delivery costs were this amount, click enter. Sorry, this won't achieve any, so I'll type it in here, equals, then this, click enter. So we have the delivery costs done. So once we have that, we can delete this and format this to be more presentable. So what I'll do is select this and click shape format and align to top and distribute horizontally. Then keep selecting all these others. And I'm going to select no line and no fill, and going to home, I'm going to select this and the font to be white. So those are the costs for the company. Shape format, align to top, and height we can adjust it. Let's have it as 5. Then this. Okay, so I'll reduce the size of this. Now next is I'll group them so that they move as one unit. Once I've grouped them, I'll move them lower here. Then I'll move this also. Okay. So I'll ungroup these so that I can redesign it. Shape format, I'll reduce the size to once that is grouped, then we can leave this top section and fit these in here and fill it with the information that is needed by the company. So I'll change this line to solid line and change it to this color. Okay, so this is our beautifully designed dashboard for Emerald Incorporation. And you find that, oh, there is this that we have not designed. Let's design our markers and make the marker gradient line and fill. I'll select solid fill and select purple. Then for the line, we'll select some gradient. Which is the select of red. In this color. select with white, red and white, and move this so that it is more evident. Then select this and select line design. Let's select the color to gradient line. And select this blue and this color, and we'll move it to that so that it is more seen. The markers will, let's just select a single color, which is yellow, and fill it with yellow. Okay, then we'll insert our legends at the bottom, and we'll design our fill to some color that is a little bit different. Yes, let's have it this way. So we have some redundancies, the cells in bar graph and cells in a line chart, but that is essentially creating this dashboard to something that is appealing. So when you're presenting, you will click this dashboard to present some of the things that you need. You'll find that we had no sales for January, for 2022 in January because the company was not yet operational, but we had sales in January 2023 because the company was operational. So I may click for February and you find all the changes I just seen. When I go to March, when I go to April, for example, you'll notice that sales in 2022 April were higher than the sales in 2022 or in 2023 April. So you can do the year by year comparison for each of the months, and you find that this is wonderful. So if you'd like to see for a whole quarter, we've seen January, February, March. Now we want to check for the second quarter. I'll click April. After clicking April, then I'll select this list, multi-selection. Then I'll click May and June. Then you see the results for the 3 months, April, May, and June, how the company was operational, which year was better. Maybe I'd also like to check the information by year. So I'll come to sales tables and insert a slicer. Let me show the commands and tabs. And this slicer, insert a slicer, and this slicer will only be for the years. And I'll click OK. And this slicer design will follow this design. And I will, the columns will be 2, no, the column will be 1, and the height of the column will be, the width of the column should be reduced, So this is what I want to paste in this section, and I want it to appear here. Going back to slicer design, I'll have 2 columns, and I'll redesign this to look nice. So this is what I have. So maybe I'd like to check the information for 2022. Oh, sorry, let me click the report connections and connect it to all the pivot tables. And this is an adjustment I need. Maybe I want to check information for 2023. So I'll find only information for 2023, finding the cells and all other things that are needed for 2023. So you'll find we had good sales in January, but they decreased before they started increasing again. And these are the sales regions. These are the total shipping. These are these are the shipping methods. Then these are the sales regions. Let me make this caps lock. Okay. Apart from that, I'd like only to check the information for 2022. So I'll find the taxes paid in 2022, the discounts in 2022, the delivery costs, the sales, and all this other information that is critical for 2022. And yeah, that is how we have information for 2022. If you like to learn more or experience more about this, please download the data so that you can follow up in every step. So this is how to have a dynamic dashboard. We can check the monthly comparisons for 2022 and 2023, or only 1 year, and we'd like to check all this. Thank you for watching this video. Please remember to like, to share, and to subscribe.